Come on, everyone.
All right, here we go. So Tweek versus Skyjay coming up. Tweek likely on the Diddy. Oh, hell no. He took the jacket off.
He's flexing on him. Slim Reaper.
Slim?
Slim
Reaper is in the building, bro.
Hold on now. Y'all done messed up now.
No. Tweek looking about as serious in the face as he normally does, but see how they get into it, man. It's definitely going to, should be Diddy versus Incineroar. Do you think is there ever a world where he dropped the Sephiroth?
I mean, maybe. Stay away from me, Cat.
Well, the thing is, like, yeah, Sephiroth on paper, it's like, yeah, you got
the
range.
You're so light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have the range and you have the sort of distance, but you ever get wing? I don't even know if you ever get wing.
Yeah, what's a wing?
Yeah, you die at like 70, 80 from a whip if you get it. So I think it's like, I don't know. I think Diddy's more reliable and more stable, right?
Well, Tweek likes to go Diddy against Kazuya. If you're going Diddy versus Kazuya, I would assume you go Diddy versus Incineroar. I wouldn't see anything different, but we will find out. I mean, Tweek might feel like he wants some kind of disjoint, wants that disengage, wants that distance from Incineroar, right?
In my head, I feel like Diddy is so dangerous at that mid-level if you hard commit, and Incineroar is hard committing a lot. Like, Skyjay has to pick his shots with side B or with his approaches or with his, aggression. And if Tweek just kind of sits back and camps like we know he can do. But there, actually, Tweek full sends, but he's able to reverse it.
Yeah, I think for Skyjay, like, this might be the best opportunity to get the W here, right? Tweek coming into this off of a pretty brutal loss to Proto, right? So that's still probably lingering on his mind. So, a few of those interactions, Skyjay said he needs to win. He just needs to make them count, hit for hit. They're going to come, maybe few and far between as we're seeing right now, but
that's what I was talking about before.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about during the Natoru set, because it felt like when Skyjay had a revenge, it felt like Natoru really wanted to get the grab to get it off. Tweek just took the safe hits, and he eventually outlasted it.
And the thing about Diddy as well, big problem for Incineroar is that mobility, right? And Diddy, well, you got mobility in spades, right?
That's what he's made for.
Moving around.
Mobility and fast normals. Yeah.
Oh, actually didn't get the follow up there, but yeah, no, it's seemingly so that Tweek should be able to take this stock first, assuming he doesn't get hit by anything crazy near the ledge. One of the things I remember the boy was talking about, he was like, when we talked about the match outside, he was like, I kept getting scooped up from the ledge as far as like the jump. Oh God, it doesn't even matter though.
Couple aerials, good neutral air.
Yeah, that nair was crazy.
Intercepting the flight path.
Barrels almost came back for it though. But yeah, he was saying he was getting scooped up from the ledge too much, so that's something that Skyjay can definitely start throwing out as a little mix up, like I come right up the ledge with Lariat. Or if you're facing the other way, that was clean.
Double dunk. That's actually and one.
Yeah, blink of an eye, bro. Just great retaliation.
Yeah, the banana dribbling is always fun to watch, right?
Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, he tried to counter that.
Yeah, get the nair through, but the hitbox on Lariat is still active, so. All right.
And he's trying to push him to corner.
Yeah, Skyjay doing a pretty good job. Like, I mean, he definitely has been forcing Skyjay into the corner most of the game, but it's just like how he has to capitalize on that forcing of the corner. Which Skyjay, look at that, just every time he gets out, getting some damage.
He's standing outside his side B range, so like he's trying to give Skyjay the option. Skyjay obviously too smart for it. He'll pop it there because he tries to catch Tweek scrambling.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
and there.
Great anticipation. Tweek picking it up a little bit.
Yeah, and I mean, the Lowland whip to the edge from, when someone's standing at it is always the dangerous one, because, like, you're so close to the edge, you're going to get flipped that way. You might end up losing your stock, like, at 70, 80 or something like that.
I like the fact he can convert with that dash tech off these down tilts a lot, too.
Yeah.
Just giving him better positioning.
Nice.
Okay, we've seen this scenario from the last stock, right? We've got a lot of rage here on Skyjay, 80% on Tweek. It's not going to be enough. This cat is heavy. Tweek not going too hard off stage, going for the 2-frame, trying to get this on stage down tilt, but not going to connect. But the banana is set up for the ledge trap. The up smash on the normal get up. It's Tweek with the lead.
So much coverage on that.
Skyjay has to really watch Monkey flip from the ledge. Tweek has consistently gotten pushed into the corner, and then Monkey flipped past him repeatedly, again and again. It's a hard thing to keep in mind. You might not be able to react to it. He's going to go low, and he's going to be okay, but taking even more damage here.
Jeez, this thing is just snowball out of control for Tweek.
I was for sure Tweek was going to go down there and spike that the very low Alolan whip, because I was like, there's nothing he can't. He has to do that.
He bounced it off the wall for the back air. Crazy.
That's
Tweek
just
really
so
be playing
active.
basketball with
Yeah.
Banana. Dribbling
Slim
on his
Reaper,
foot
bro.
and then off the backboard.
I tried to tell y'all, man.
He's doing it.
Tweek is consistently escaping pressure with monkey kick because it's like he can't. Skyjay tried to Alolan whip it. He read it, but it loses. He doesn't really have an aerial to contest it, really. I mean, like, you're going to trade unless you drift back or something, but it's like, it feels like the pressure that Skyjay is trying to put out is something that Tweek is, like, very familiar with.
Yeah.
And he's just able to burst through. Skyjay's going to have to, like, try to, I think, feign something, fade back, maybe an up smash out of the side B. I don't know.
When it comes to Incineroar, a lot of the things you learn apply to it. Just slow, scary damage output character, right? Stay away. But the one caveat is that Alolan Whip. So I feel like once you figure out the Alolan Whip and how to play around it, that's the biggest thing against Incineroar. And I feel like Tweek has that on lock.
It's like the issue with, like, the reason that Ganon is so bad is because he has one burst option. And Incineroar is very similar. If you're running at him, he can do a lot. If you sit back, just stand outside side B range, and then you get the punish.
Yeah.
Tweek a little bit slow on that one, though.
Honestly, now you pointed that out. Tweek has mostly gotten punished after, like, as a whip or like as a, you know, out of shield punish or something like that. So if he continues to play the range game, it does seem very hard for Skyjay to find any type of damage. Wow. Not going to be enough to take that, though.
Oh my goodness, that
back
interception.
again.
Yeah, he's not scared.
Oh, no. All right, good decision. All right, going to get back to the stage.
Yeah, maybe expecting Skyjay to try to go for the ledge instead of actually hitting him right there. But still, Skyjay actually going to go ahead and take the stage control, see if he can get some. A little mix.
How good do you guys think Incineroar would be if you could pick which side you went on? Like,
Bro, what?
Like, think about it. He wouldn't be busted, though. He wouldn't be busted. Like, if he side B's you, he could pick which side you hop out on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
so, like, if he's
Still
cornered,
get the strong attack on either side?
Yes.
That would be crazy.
I don't think he'd be broken, though.
I
he wouldn't be
mean,
broken, but it would make him
attributes.
much better.
I would like to see
better.
that. Sakurai, there's your idea for Ultimate Deluxe.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm not against it.
I'm playing Incineroar.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Extensions.
Nice.
That's a big revenge,
It
too.
is, truly.
See if Tweek gives it to him, though, because it's been hard to land these.
Yeah, Tweek's done a good job with the evasiveness, right? It has not been like, you know, one of the go-tos for Skyjay.
wow.
Oh, he got a couple pumped up, though.
Yeah, he stacked up on him.
Tweek, this is dangerous.
Tweek's still fighting him, though.
He's not playing scared.
Yeah.
Tweek might actually just fight this out of him. Like, he's taking quite a bit of damage. It's getting close.
He's just confident. He's still glowing. How long does this last?
Okay.
All right, finally.
Big forward air. Big
Jeez.
forward air.
I was gonna say, I mean, just that confidence probably working to Tweek's advantage there, not shying away.
Yeah.
But a big trade gonna send Tweek out and Incineroar into the skies. Final stocks for both.
Skyjay's happy with that, though.
Has to
I'd
be.
take that
It's
trade.
a great trade.
Maybe you can cook something up here on the last stock. Even in stocks, practically even in percent. Both players just kind of getting some of these early percent combo starters here. Chip away at some damage, resetting to the ledge. Skyjay getting the double up air, though.
Oh
This
my
juggle
God.
is relentless.
Skyjay, watch monkey flip. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. He keeps monkey flipping. Tweek may be a little lazy. Monkey flip, I'm telling you. He's doing it right over his head. Maybe there's not a way to beat it, but I don't know. There's got to be something Skyjay could do there.
About to be added to the compilation, bro. Chill out.
Not the compilation.
Chill out,
The GR Trash
Yeah, the
monkey
GR
flip
Trash
compilation.
compilation.
Worst monkey flips in history. Top 10.
Through every single game.
Oh, no!
Puts him to sleep.
He didn't even get to pose. It said game, and he was still, like, doing the thing.
Not even the game giving Incineroar enough time for to hit the pose. It's kind of messed up.
Dude, knowing Tweek wanted to get right back to the stage, re-establish some control, the Alolan Whip to meet him before he could even get comfortable. That was beautifully played from Skyjay.
Played off the stubbornness. I mean, Skyjay is at his best when he can play the player and not the matchup, because that's that's the skill set of many a grappler player. Is they want to sort of make the opponent make those mistakes at a personal level of the fear and being scared. And we know that Tweek can sometimes get a little stubborn. And I feel like there he really wanted to push for center, really wanted that center stage, and Skyjay expertly playing around it. This guy is talented. We're out to game 3.
Yeah, and getting a game on the board, Incineroar Diddy.
Impressive.
I mean, definitely no expert in the matchup, but when you just think of these two characters' tools, right, you'd probably give it to Diddy at the very least. Oh my God,
he's
dead?
dead. He is dead. That's the Skyjay special right there. Like when he gets the outward face off stage, yeah, you're gone.
Doesn't matter the damage. Like
It really
30,
does.
40.
Oh my! Oh, that's so smart to go up in 2. Oh, he was so close to getting the double.
Jeez.
That quick. We're not even 30. Okay, hold up, Tweek. What did he? He's
Quick
cooking.
80. Quick 80.
I mean, anything to kind of
Great DI in on the Nair there, just to make sure the down air, putting on stage Skyjay, the banana in hand, still racking up damage. Wow, down to the up smash on the platform is enough to get the KO.
Just enough of that platform to make the up smash possible. Beautiful stuff from Tweek. And now this is where Diddy, like, certainly down, but never out, able to combo strings so well. And look at that, just eating up this lead that Skyjay had amassed and putting it into the past. Good Lord, Tweek is cooking right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually starting to punish. Like, Skyjay has gotten a decent amount of revenges off of Banana. So now, Tweek with a pretty good bait there, throwing that one up, knowing he's going to do that, and then immediately getting a pretty big punish right after that, too. Skyjay staying on stage here. Nice.
Great neutral air.
Not enough, though. Oh, now you're off stage. Banana gets set up for this corner pressure here. But Skyjay, aggressive fair to the center stage. The side switch, yes, going to the other side. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my God, did you see? That was so clean, dude.
Yeah.
Just weaving right under that forward air. That was so smart.
Oh, wow. Not going to get
Not
punished
taking
for
the
the
bait.
revenge, yeah. Going to get the damage, but the damage comes easy against Incineroar. Can you get the stock?
Sure.
Trying to get the banana slip for to confirm.
Wants to hit one. There it is.
It's crazy he was able to confirm off that. So high 100%, but still in the window. So Tweek done a great job. This is definitely almost dead even. Skyjay,
my God.
goodness, willing to commit, make the big plays.
Oh, this is looking a little bad for Tweek. He's going to have to watch these recoveries because Skyjay is willing to make the big play, as you saw earlier on the first stock. Tweek dropping a couple punishes right there. Anytime he's
Love the air dodge. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, okay.
Bet a lot on that down air. If I'm Tweek, I got to get back to center. Because right now, no way!
You missed those?
Huh?
I didn't know he could do that.
It does happen from time to time.
I thought he would only miss those off stage on purpose, but nope.
That's crazy.
This is terrifying, honestly, for both.
I mean, would Tweek have died there? Like,
I don't know about dying, but it definitely would have set up. Like the next, it would have done enough damage to set up for anything else to kill.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, having Diddy off stage, definitely some Skyjay. That's definitely appreciated.
Really?
Is that gonna be enough? Oh my goodness!
Yeesh.
Wow.
The Shining Wizard. He's able to get through with that dash attack. That was well done.
That game particularly felt very scrappy.
Right.
It didn't feel like the same pacing and the same tempo of disengage, use mobility, disengage, use mobility. Tweek opting to kind of scrap, like, oh, you want to fight? Like, let's fight. And man, Skyjay played it really well. And even messing up one of the side Bs there at the end. Skyjay really setting up the formula for Incineroar and just cashing out with a lot of these Alolan Whips, getting a lot of these hard reads. Started off that game with just a wild Alolan Whip off stage, right?
And we're just going back, and it makes me think, like, I was talking before about playing the character or playing the matchup or playing the player, and it feels like Tweek is just trying to beat him straight up through scrapping, but like Diddy doesn't have the same stuff as Mario. Like Mario can just kind of pop these up airs, and Incineroar, he can't really do anything. Mario doesn't have to respect him. Diddy, though, got to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, Tweek probably thinking, like, just given how fast that first stock was lost in the last game, maybe like, okay, that's not a factor this time, and you play him so close at the end of it. Definitely still seems like this is the correct counter pick, correct play for Tweek.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would like to see Tweek kind of depend more on the banana as his entry. Because, yeah, when he's trying to fight straight up, it just has not been working out well for him. I think he's gone. Yeah, that second one's going to do it.
Double neutral air. He lands those every time, too.
Well, the thing is, when you opt for a banana pull into a jump, grab banana, you are burning your double jump for that banana, right? And then you're just letting Skyjay just hit one Nair instead of two, because if you hit the barrels and you have double jump, it's like, okay, you got to do that twice in a row to get the KO, right? Or to get the stock.
He's prioritizing banana above pretty much anything, and Skyjay is consistently punishing for it. Right now, 126. Got to find a way to land this kill soon, though, because that's a lot of rage, and we've seen what Skyjay can do with that, particularly if you get cornered. Oh.
He's been correct so many times when Tweek's actually going to throw that banana at him and hitting a revenge after that. This time, no, not going to be it. Tweek will find the stock. Not going to take too much damage here on his second. So giving up, good stuff to Tweek to make sure this game doesn't get too out of hand. Skyjay, man, really really opening the eyes to for a lot of people on this Incineroar.
Yeah, 100%, man. Always seen the potential, but definitely showing it very strongly between a great performance at Collision and now bringing that same ferocity to this Gauntlet phase of Summit.
That was triple revenge. Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah.
Trying to go for the cheap stuff, and right now Tweek consistently using that monkey flip to punish him.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, now Tweek not opting to scrap as much. We're seeing a little bit more distance playing around that monkey flip range.
You got to play the matchup, man. You don't have to actually fight Skyjay. You could just fight Incineroar instead. It's different, man. I'm telling you. The character only has so many tools.
And I think he once he kind of like got the lead, that's when he kind of settled in and realized, okay, yeah, maybe I do need to take that approach, because given the results of that last one, especially that he lost, probably not going to be the same approach he wants to take. Well, I like that Grave just kind of bursting in his face.
Let's see how Skyjay does here, though. He's been great on the revenges so far, but he hasn't landed a couple, and it's been a little while. I mean, Tweek is just consistently mixing him up on these monkey flips and on the attacks. Skyjay hasn't gotten a hit in a very long time.
He's mixing them on these banana pulls, too, because I think he's getting the banana pull, and I think Skyjay is like trying to approach because he feels like Tweek is going to immediately go for it, and Tweek has got a grab, a dash attack, and I think a down tilt, too, just catching Skyjay running in. So really good awareness right there from Tweek, and change of pace, too, because I think he was pretty much prioritizing the banana way more before that.
He just can't get his hands on him anymore. Tweek is playing way more evasive. Finally, he's able to land that up throw. Still not there.
The next one, though, for sure.
Yeah, next grab, no matter what kind of grab, it'll do.
I mean,
the
he might not get an opportunity, yeah. I mean, Tweek just kind of playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
Drop
he had
that
to
back air.
bait that one for sure.
A little bit too high. We're going to go to ledge this time. Tries to get it again. He's able to get away with it, but an up smash should do it. And Tweek, a shaky start.
Yep.
But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And there we go, we're out to game 5.
Once he pulled it back into his favor, got the lead again, that's when we saw it kind of slow down more. Like, okay, you know, your character is so vastly limited in how it can get in, on how it can really kind of put me in these precarious situations. Let me exploit that, and I feel like that just shifted Tweek's mentality all the way around to get that with a very sizable 2-stock W.
Yeah, we saw a lot more monkey flip. We saw a lot more banana play, right? And the monkey flip is going to be so strong against revenge, particularly. We saw, I mean, I believe it was the last or that second stock, we saw like 3 or 4 revenges in a row. Maybe Skyjay getting a little stubborn, if you will, right?
Right, no question. I mean, you can be a little bullheaded with characters like these, right? It's like, okay, but if I got that revenge, no.
I'm just farming rage, chill.
Yeah, and it's not a bad idea. I mean, Skyjay has shown that he's able to make that stuff work, and if he did get a revenge and then a whip, that might have killed. But I like this pick from Skyjay. Gives him a little bit more space. And it's weird because traditionally you feel like you would want less space because you do want to scrap more. And I think he is winning if they're actually fighting straight up. But I think this gives him more space to retreat, so he's not constantly under the threat of like a monkey flip / monkey kick 50-50, forward air 50-50. You know, it's a little bit more space to think.
That boy moving now, though. Good A-lane right there to go ahead and cut down some of that lag, or all the lag. But Tweek, so far, would have been in control of the stage and control of the pace of this match.
Oh my goodness! Z-drop, head bop, Tweek authority taking that first stock. Good grief.
Okay.
All right. I mean, head was definitely bopped.
That's the old Summit vibes. I remember when that Z-drop was hitting everybody.
Summit 3, that was Z-drop there, Summit, for sure. Everyone was getting hit up by that. And it's great because we didn't really see Tweek go for it, but now it's game 5. It's time for the hat tricks, right?
Okay, dash attack not gonna find the mark here, but can get that roll in, neutral air, nice.
Skyjay is he's having trouble pinning him down. Like Skyjay was so good earlier at pinning him down and keeping him in the corner, but Skyjay just, and I don't even know what he could be doing different because it's a lot of it is reliant on capitalizing on mistakes, but Tweek's just not making the mistakes.
He can't change the kind of like disruptiveness that Diddy just has in general, right?
Oh my God.
And the disadvantage that Incineroar finds himself in is just unbelievable when Tweek gets fired up like that.
Hey,
dominant 3-stock to end that 5th game.
Jesus
the Slim
Christ.
Reaper has come to claim another soul, and Skyjay, it was just your turn.
Man, what a game, what a stock. I guess all 3 stocks
what
were
a
just
set,
crazy.
Honestly.
Yeah, amazing set. The fact that Skyjay was even able to bring it to a game 5.
The fact that it was competitive is incredible.
Well, we talked about the matchup. I mean, Diddy just notorious throughout Smash history for being very speedy, Banana shuts down so much of the cast, especially if you lack mobility like that Incineroar. But man, Skyjay was able to set up his win conditions throughout the set. But man, as the set went on, Tweek just got more and more information. And I think there was a certain pivot point as well where I felt like Tweek started playing the matchup more than the player, right?
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't want to beat on the same drum, but that's just kind of what that character does, is you capitalize on your opponent's mistakes. And at a certain level, and I think at a certain character level, like top tiers, those mistakes just, the windows become tighter and tighter and harder and harder. And we've seen Skyjay prevail somehow, right? By some miracle. He's an incredible player, but it's just difficult to get those wins. And you know, if it was a 2 out of 3 set, he had it, right? But because it's 3 out of 5, it just, Tweek had a little bit more time to adapt and adjust. And again, it's no shot at Skyjay. It's just, it's really hard to find those openings and those opportunities.
Very much so, yeah.
It feels much more like you're not like really beating, like if you're not really beating Incineroar, you're just not losing to him at some point in time.
Right.
Instead
that was so good.
Instead of like, you know, as long as you're avoiding all the things that he can do to kind of catch you, like right there, nairs, or him jumping off the side to go ahead and hit like very, very out there Alolan whips. It just seems like the matchup becomes almost impossible for Incineroar to really like pop off on. He's very, very slow. He's very exploitable if you're always baiting out the Alolan whips and getting actual punishes for him. And Tweek was doing that.
Yeah, this right here, I mean, this 5th game was just basically a Diddy combo video exhibition, right? Like, so much finesse went into this W. And this right here, the closer, missed once, but I got the W.
I actually think that might have been a 0 to death, because the last stock ended, he was at 76, and then that stock ended, he was 76. So Tweek scraping by on that one, getting a win on Skyjay, and he's going to advance on, I believe, in the winners bracket, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, so
that means Skyjay. Winner. Yeah, so Skyjay and Natoru will be in losers, and that's the end of Gauntlet A. Well done to Tweek. Well done to Skyjay for making it that far as well, and well done to Natoru showing us some really great stuff with Pichu, but unfortunately, just that matchup looked brutal. So
yeah, I mean, this pool played out exactly like it was supposed to, but now we're going to be moving into the Gauntlet Group B real quick. Hey, H-Box, you trying to say something, or are you just here?
I'm just saying, Gauntlet, it's like the rest of the pools don't even matter. You just got to win 2 sets and you're winners.
So you're going to win 2 sets?
Naturally. As long as Spar goes plant like he told me he was going to do a plant. But I think he's too afraid.
He's scared.
Dang, doesn't even want to go plant? What the heck?
All right, man. Well, we're getting into it right now. I think we'll probably cut.
I think we're going to cut to a break. It's usually 2 sets break, if I'm not mistaken. So, guys, Gauntlet A has concluded. Again, shouts to Tweek for making it out there. But Gauntlet B, we still got to see who's going to come out of that one. So we'll be right back after this brief intermission. See you in a second.